to another fine episode of Sarcasm Speaks. I'm Jared with Bob, and it's our first episode of the new year.
New us.
Yeah, it's 2020 here.
New year, new us.
New year, new us. It's totally new show. We're gonna talk about kitten dicks and boots now. From now on, that's gonna be the show. That's the new year, 2020. Every episode is gonna be about kitten dicks and boots.
I don't even know what to say to that. I don't even know. I have no clue.
Simultaneously, everyone listening to the show just click unsubscribe.
Yep.
They're like, yep, okay, well, I'm done with this.
Anyway, so powering through, I'll open this up. Actually had a halfway decent New Year's Eve.
Yes.
Halfway decent.
Mm-hmm.
So...
Not as good as last year, though. I still think last year was phenomenal.
Last year only was better because my bet hit.
Yeah. We were cocked and fell asleep at 9 o'clock. That was great. Woke up at 11:40.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I didn't mind that at all, but, like, this was actual something.
Yeah, no, I get it. But, like, you know.
I don't know, dude. I went to Twin River. We gambled a little bit. Found out Michaela's a degenerate, too.
Yep. Yeah.
She was playing virtual blackjack for a while.
Yep.
I played a significantly less amount of time.
And she did not bet on Texas, right?
She did not bet Texas.
She was
So that we were in line
It's fucked up.
at the Dunkin' Donuts. She wanted a coffee.
Mm-hmm.
So we're at the Dunkin' Donuts in the non-smoking section. And she was like fourth in line.
Yeah.
And one person's order is taking forever, and the next person's order is taking forever, and she's bitching at the person working at Dunkin' Donuts. It's like, oh god, it's like one of those old smokers.
Yeah.
Or sounds like an old smoker.
Yeah.
So
Ripping fucking Pall Malls.
she just goes, fuck this. So I'm like, alright, let's go walk downstairs, because downstairs is the smoking section. There's more stuff, more tables, more things.
Yeah.
So I'm like, alright, let's go wander. And when we were in line, I had been like joking. I'm like, man, I really should have taken Texas, because I didn't take Texas. I was thinking, I should have fucking taken them +7. I'm like, I still might. So she goes, what if I go take Texas? I'm like, as a free person, you can go take whoever you want. You can take Texas.
Yeah.
She's like, well, what if I take Texas and just give you the ticket? I'm like, well, don't do that. Like, it's your bet.
Yeah.
Keep the ticket.
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah, but I just want to give it to you. I'm like, it'll be a ticket for $38.20. Like, I don't need it that bad.
I don't need $40.
I'll let you know when times are that tough.
Yeah. Trust me, when I need $40, I'll ask you for it.
Oh man, Wisconsin just fumbled. Fuck, they just fumbled in like the red zone.
To go the other way.
So for Oregon to now have a red zone possession.
Oh, sick. So,
Yeah, we're also intently watching the Rose Bowl right now.
Yeah.
I've got Wisconsin -3.
And I've got the under 51.5.
The under is what we would call in jeopardy.
Cool.
They are currently at 48 points.
Yep.
And I have Wisconsin with a 6-point lead, who just fumbled, and Oregon is now allegedly taking the ball on the 30. I don't know about that. I think he's down.
Okay.
We'll see. But so the line sucks, and frankly, me and her, we hadn't eaten. We were both dehydrated and probably needed some caffeine. We were a little cranky. Not to each other, like we weren't fighting in the line.
No, but like your fuse is a little bit short.
Yeah. So she's like, you know what? Fuck this line. We're getting out of here. So we wander. She goes and cashes at the cashier in the smoking section, and that's in the very back. So we actually started Dunkin' Donuts. I'm like, all right, we'll go get that coffee now. Mm-hmm. So we had that coffee. That's when we met up with you.
Yep.
We went and got the cigars.
We did.
And we went back up to the sports book. We didn't put it in. We didn't put Texas in.
Yeah.
And then
I didn't even think of it. I should have done it.
Ugh.
I don't know why I didn't. Oh, maybe because I ran out of time.
You just lost. That game's over.
All right, sick.
Or it has gone over.
It just went over.
Yep.
Awesome. All right, cool. So I can rip that ticket up.
Yep.
Should have bet Texas.
Fuck. Now Wisconsin's down 1.
I think that's what it was. By the time I got to the kiosk, I think it was already 7:30. Like the game had kicked off.
Oh, were we there that late?
Mm-hmm.
All right. But yeah, no, we didn't. So we didn't take Texas. That was a big mess. I was huge on Kentucky yesterday. They won, but I wasn't at the sports book at noon, so that was a problem.
So what you need to do is start selling your picks and then not betting them yourself.
Cool.
Because
So.
those seem to work out for you, and the ones that you do bet seem to not do so hot.
Yeah, I mean, a couple prayers on some of those bets, like Michigan +7 against Alabama. The only way that bet was going to hit is if Alabama didn't come to play, and they came to somewhat play, which is good enough for them.
They only came to play in the second half.
Right. So, Wisconsin just got an unsportsmanlike penalty. The wheels are falling off, ladies and gentlemen.
Holy shit.
All right. But anyway, so New Year's Eve, we did our gambling thing. We were there for like 3 hours, me and her.
Oh, wow. You were there for that long?
Yeah. Well, we went in.
Yeah.
So we went
We were
in.
supposed to go see Star Wars.
I got that too.
Yeah.
And then, so I think the New Year's Eve plan is early to Twin River before like everybody gets there.
Mm-hmm.
Then go to a bar that no one's at.
Yep.
Because that seems to work pretty well.
Yep.
Definitely don't go to a Chinese bar.
Nope.
That's problematic.
Definitely don't do that.
And then before it gets too late and the rails fall off, you just go home and like smoke cigars and shit.
Yeah.
And
So
drink.
like exactly what we did.
That's what I did. I think that's the plan. Like no bullshit. There was no bullshit.
Nope.
There was no fucking nonsense. The only like lines and crowds and people were at the Chinese place.
That we were in
Slight oversight.
for approximately 90 seconds.
Yeah, we just left.
Yeah.
And still somehow made it to like 2-something in the morning.
Yeah, Flynn's was absolutely dead. Shout out to Flynn's, local bar, Mansfield, Massachusetts. If you guys are in the area, go check it out. My buddy Sean, the bartender, he's the man. Big shout out to Sean. He's awesome. Literally, every time I show up to the bar, I don't ask for a beer. I just sit, and Sean just puts one in front of me.
No idea what.
I don't know what it is. He just picks a random one, different one every single time. I never know what I'm drinking. Sometimes he'll tell me. Sometimes he'll be like, "Oh, this is a fucking what did he say? I had the Winter Hill IPA, whatever. It was one of them." And I was like, "All right, cool, yeah, thanks."
Brewed by Whitey Bulger himself.
Yeah. And but yeah, it's awesome. Love that place. Great service. Sean, the food is unfucking.
Dude, I had that buffalo chicken sandwich on the pretzel bun.
Yeah.
My fucking lord.
Dude, we should try and take this shit mobile and do a show from Flynn's.
I don't know.
On like a Saturday afternoon.
I don't know how that would work.
You can talk to Sean. Because
he's working though. That's the thing.
They have the platform. Like they have live music. They have bands there.
Yeah, but he's like working.
Yeah, no. I mean, like I'll ask him if it's if it's possible.
It's like have Sean on, like, dude.
No. If he's fucking working, he can't come over. But I mean, if it's dead, maybe. It won't be dead
Next New
on a
Year's Eve.
Saturday afternoon. But I feel like that would be a
Actually,
cool
although he said for the next month it's gonna be a disaster in there.
Yeah, because everyone's fucking,
Sober January.
Yeah, everyone goes sober January. Which, I said I was gonna do that. I don't know if I'm still gonna do it.
I just don't like the idea of like, oh, I'm gonna go sober for the month. It's like anything. It's like any crash diet, any short-term challenge.
If it's not sustainable, then why do it?
Yeah, so it's like, I went sober for January, and then I just drank like 1.5 times as much as I normally would for February and March.
Yeah.
And then April comes, and the weather starts getting nice, and then Memorial Day comes, and it's just like
Right.
insane until September.
Right. Yeah, and like I said too, like, well, obviously, there are occasions where we get off the rails and I get absolutely fucking plastered. But like, I also like don't drink frequently. Like, I don't really drink during the week.
Right.
Like, I'll drink. We actually have been pretty good on Fridays. The last few Fridays. Like, I haven't been crazy.
Last Friday I drove to Vermont.
Yeah.
I don't remember the one. The one before that, I think it was just 2 zombies at the Mandarin.
Yeah.
No, it was Jamie's thing.
Yep, that was Jamie's thing. Yeah.
Weekend before that might have been 2 zombies at the Mandarin.
It would pretty much been keeping it in check on Fridays, and so Saturday's been the day. But I think.
So the thing with Friday is, especially the way we do it is, I work Fridays, which means I do something during the day.
Right.
Then I drink the 2 zombies, and I'm almost like ready to fall asleep.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we get back here, maybe throw something stupid on the TV, and then it's like, I guess I'll just go to bed now. I'm fucking tired.
Yeah.
And then, but Saturdays, if I don't work, I don't do anything all day. I just sit around.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, well, I guess I'm gonna be up late, and I'm gonna drink entirely too much.
Yeah, it was. I unofficially drank until 6.
That does not count. That is absolutely not count. I can't believe you're still peddling.
That's why I said unofficially.
Yeah, and I unofficially have drank.
What time did you guys go to bed?
2:15.
All right, so I was probably up for at least another like 45 minutes. So I fell asleep on the couch. We'll call it around 3 o'clock. And then I woke up and it was 6:20. And I still had some drink left, so I finished my drink.
That is not drinking until 6. You fell asleep.
Yeah, but it was 6 o'clock and I was drinking. I drank at 6 o'clock.
You did drink at 6 o'clock. Doesn't mean you drank until 6 o'clock.
I was still
that
drunk.
One word.
I was definitely still drunk. I had not sobered up. It was the same drunk. It's like when you carry a day into like 2, 3 a.m. It's like, this is still the day before. Like, I haven't slept yet. There's no sleep to break it up. There was no sobriety to break up my...
No, there was sleep to break it up.
No, I'm saying it's sobriety is the thing.
You said sleep first.
Yeah, I was using a different example. You weren't listening. When the host doesn't listen.
Whatever.
What else you got?
Oh,
I went
to see Star Wars yesterday. So this was me and Michaela's plan. We were. She came over here and we were gonna go see Star Wars at 2:45. So we threw it on the GPS. Probably plan on getting like a half hour early, something like that. And we're going. It's on the way to Twin River, so I know where we are. We get off the exit for the theater in North Attleboro, and it says like, "Hey, take a right at the gas station." So we're driving, and then I'm looking at her GPS. So she used Google Maps on an iPhone, and I don't know if it's her phone, her settings, or I don't know what she did, but the whole time, the map never moved on the GPS.
Whoa.
So when we were driving, the arrow would move depending on which direction we were going. So I'm like trying to watch her GPS most of the day because first of all, it sent us.
So it's like a compass.
It sent us in. It did. It sent us in a circle to get over to 495. Because usually it's a right out of the driveway, drive straight, and you're on 123.
Yeah.
It took us left, around, up to 123, further away, and then down. That's kind of weird. Anyway, so we get off the exit, we take the right at the gas station.
Google Maps is in bed with big oil.
Apparently.
They're trying to get people to drive further and burn more gas.
Apparently. So I'm looking at where we're supposed to go, and I'm like, it says we're going there, but it doesn't look like we're going there. So we took a right at this gas station, took a right down some road, and then turned around down a dirt road, so more dirt roads.
Oh, God.
Like, just like Vermont, so more dirt roads.
Yeah.
Just to get back on the street we just came down, to go back to where we came from, to get back by the gas station. I'm like, where the fuck is this thing taking us?
What the fuck?
GPS is just sending us in fucking circles.
Dude, fuck Google Maps.
So,
Apple Maps or get the fuck out.
At that point, I had thrown it back in my phone, and my phone was telling us the right way.
Yeah.
So.
But you have it with an Android.
That's kind of what I
Google,
thought.
They use Google Maps.
Yeah. So I didn't know if because I have a Google phone, the app is better. I don't know. I was trying to I couldn't figure it out.
Yeah.
She normally uses Waze, but she just went from Google to like navigate, or I don't know, whatever.
Yeah.
So GPS sent us in circles. Turns out, the right at the gas station, the movie theater was just beyond it.
Awesome.
So we drove in that circle just because we needed to go straight.
Yeah.
Now, the thing was, they were doing, if you take a right at the gas station, they're doing construction in front of a hotel.
Yeah.
So you could, normally, drive down by the hotel and take a left, but because of the construction, you couldn't. GPS never told us to take that turn. It just sent us around the fucking world.
Awesome.
When we should have just went straight in the main entrance.
That should have been your hint right there.
Well, that was
things weren't going to go your way.
Good, whatever. We make it. We're in. We get there. We're sitting down. Screen's blank. And I'm like, that's weird. The screen's never blank. Like, usually it's playing some bullshit or previews or whatever.
Yeah.
All right.
That stupid popcorn thing. It's like, please remember to turn your cell phones on.
Yeah, so I'm like, all right. I go, when the previews come on, the place will dim and screen's on like normal.
Yeah.
Gets to about 2:45. Or, no, it got a little bit before. Then the guy was like, hey.
What time was the movie supposed to start?
2:45. So a little before. And the guy's like, hey, we're having a problem with the projector. He goes, there's nothing we can do. He goes, well, we can fix it. It just needs to restart, so we're at its mercy, like however long it takes to restart. Okay. 2:45 comes, a little beyond. He comes back again. He goes, hey, so we're still planning on the movie starting at the same time. We'll just cut the trailers, and we're going to be good to go. This thing's just restarting right now. 10 minutes. Cool. Comes out. Hey, so it's restarting again. It's going to be a couple minutes. I'm coming around with free readmission tickets for everybody. Okay, he does that. Whatever. I don't know why the only reason we lasted so long in this theater was because I didn't want to, half an hour.
Right.
I didn't want to walk out just for it to kick on. Because I wasn't doing anything. We were just going to the casino.
Right.
So, at an hour, the guy comes in and he's like, yeah, this thing ain't happening. We're canceling the movie. So, come out, we'll refund all your money and everything. And before that, he had come out, anyone who bought concessions, he was giving out more admission tickets.
Oh, okay.
So we got the refund, we got 3 free admission tickets, but did not see Star Wars.
Wow. Now, can you use those at any showcase?
Any showcase cinemas, so, but here's the thing though, you have to use it at the box office. So if you want to go see a quote-unquote popular movie at a popular time, might not happen. Because usually they can go online.
So you can't book it online.
Can't book it online.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So you have to use them at the box office.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna try again Saturday. We're gonna go to Dedham instead of North Attleboro.
Why don't you go to Patriot Place?
I'm not going there. There's a game on Saturday.
Oh yeah, when the host's not listening.
Yeah.
I didn't realize you said Saturday.
Yep, Saturday. This is good so far. You can't even see the TV either.
Nope, I can't. I'm at a bad angle.
Good news. I think we're both gonna lose today. So.
And I'm going on. I don't know. 5 hours of sleep.
Yeah, it wasn't a lot.
Not a lot.
Not a lot.
Whatever it was not good quality either. So I got. I didn't get fucked up, but I certainly was not sober. Yeah. I was intoxicated.
Yeah. I had a tough time putting them down though, because that sandwich was wicked good.
Yeah.
Just didn't go anywhere in my stomach.
Yeah.
Just sat there.
Maybe I just needed to grease the tracks, or maybe that first IPA, the fucking Winter Hill IPA, just really wasn't that good. But that went down awful. I struggled to get that thing down, and then the way time was working out and everything, I was like, well, I guess I'll just have this, and maybe one more, and then call it, because I did have to drive.
Yeah. So
I wasn't gonna fuck around with that, especially on New Year's Eve.
Nope.
But then, so I got the second one, and the second one was all right, it was definitely a better beer, and it went down a little bit easier. But then Amy texted me and said she was gonna come and meet us at Flint, so I was like, shit, well, I guess I have to get another beer.
Yeah.
So I got the third one, and then the third one was like water.
Kick the tires like the fires.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Yeah, and then I was like, all right, well, I'm done. This is my last. But thankfully, you and Michaela also left.
Yes.
Too. You guys were like, all right, we're heading out, and I had maybe half of the third beer left. So we finished our beers and then we left. So, and then we got back here, and then
Yeah, I tried to. Just
Yeah.
couldn't do it. Sandwich was good though.
Food's great. I'm telling you, hey, Flynn's, shout out. We should get him to sponsor us. Get us like fucking sandwiches or something. I don't know. Why the fuck do I know?
What's it got? It's whitefish, sable. What is sable? It's another whitefish. Cream cheese, capers. It's like the worst sandwich of all time, the Larry David. But one of the outcomes of last night was like the Jimmy and Justin stuff, like those videos.
Oh shit, those were so fucking hilarious. So I had no idea that Jimmy Fallon was that funny.
Every time I thought of Jimmy Fallon, the only thing I could remember was him ruining every skit by laughing too much.
In SNL?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, Jimmy Fallon to me is the guy from fucking Fever Pitch. Like, I don't know. He also, so I looked it up, turns out he's not from Boston. He didn't even grow up in Boston.
So that's a Vinny fact?
Yeah, he was born in New York, and he was raised in New York.
So he has no connection to Boston?
None whatsoever.
Vinny fact.
It's a Vinny fact. Because I was like, oh, that's weird. Like, I wonder, like, where? Because I thought he was from Boston. So I Googled Jimmy Fallon Boston, and there was a thing that came up, and it said, it was like the article, and it was like, whoever was doing the interview with him, like, asked him why he thinks people assume he's from Boston.
Oh, that's like a thing?
Yeah. Like, people think he's from Boston, but he's really from New York.
Kind of like how Sinbad was in Shazam.
Yeah. And but he did say it's because a lot of it is because of the skit he did on SNL. It was like a recurring skit with the Boston Boys or whatever it was called. He played like some guy from Lexington. But he was always doing that on SNL and also Fever Pitch.
Yeah. Because
the year it was recorded was also the year the Red Sox won the World Series, and Jimmy Fallon was at that game.
Okay.
For the movie. So he's done a lot related to Boston stuff. So I think that's why people just assume he's from Boston.
Gotcha.
But he's a Yankees fan.
All right.
Yeah. But he also said that he doesn't hate the Red Sox. I've read the whole article. He was like, the year we made the movie, I followed the Red Sox around, and I was at Fenway or wherever they were. They were in St. Louis, I think, when they won the World Series and all that. He was like, so the Red Sox are kind of like my team, but I can't really say that because I am a Yankees fan.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, I didn't even, because you kept saying, like, he's local. Like, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah, so it turns out he's not a local guy. But he's fucking hilarious. That Camp Winnipesaukee skit from his show with JT, Justin Timberlake, is amazing. I also had no idea that him and Justin Timberlake were best friends.
I didn't either.
Yeah. But that is so funny. Anyone that's listening or watching right now, if you haven't seen this, you have to Google Camp Winnipesaukee, Jimmy Fallon, Justin Timberlake. And there's like, 5 or 6 different ones? And
yeah, I think we watched like 5 or 6 of them.
Yeah, they're all like around maybe like 10 minutes or so. And they're fucking hilarious. He is so funny. And you can tell, like, it is SNL style because there is a loose script, but you can tell a lot of it is improv.
Yeah. And, like, they're, like, hysterically laughing, like, the entire time.
Yeah. One of them, they said something, and JT is just covering his face, dying laughing, and he just pulls the fucking blanket over his face.
Yeah.
Oh, it is so good. Camp Winnipesaukee, Jimmy Fallon. Google it. Look it up. Thank me later.
Yeah. Honestly, I didn't even know.
Yeah.
Because, like, I don't watch any, like, the late night stuff. Never really
I haven't either. Yeah.
So it's like, I didn't even know that they, like, did, like, actually good stuff.
Right.
Thought it was like, hey, here's an interview, and here's some goofy bullshit, and here's another interview, and...
Because like I had said last night, too, I had always, I didn't think I liked Jimmy Fallon just because the only thing I knew him from was Fever Pitch, and like he just had the Tonight Show. Like it was just like he never really did much for me.
No, he didn't. Like a lot of his Saturday Night Live stuff, he was a part of some really really funny skits, and he just kind of didn't play a role in them.
Right. Yeah.
Which I mean, I guess doesn't make him a bad person, but it makes me remember that he's the guy that's irrelevant and couldn't keep his shit together.
Yeah. Yeah. He's like the Vinny of SNL.
It's just like it's on Saturday Night Live and he can't keep a straight face.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, yeah, it's funny. Relax. Like, shouldn't you be better at this?
I know. And then so that because I guess also too, as far as like the late shows go, he actually is probably the only one that doesn't get weird with it, like politically, and like I think he keeps politics out of his show for the most part, because you always hear like Jimmy Kimmel is like going on and saying stuff, and obviously Stephen Colbert built his whole persona on politics, but you never hear any of that with Jimmy Fallon, because I was thinking about that today, and I was like, maybe that's also why I never really bothered to watch any of his stuff, because he's not like controversial. Like he's not all out there like giving his political opinions and shit. I think he just like keeps his stuff to like comedy, and that's it.
Yeah, I've never even like heard much from the Tonight Show. Like I know he got the promotion. I know people watch it, but I don't really know why.
Right.
Honestly, like I don't know why anyone watches those late night TV shows.
Yeah.
I feel like go to bed or there's got to be something better to watch.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that was kind of surprising that those skits were that funny.
Yeah, it kind of makes me want to look into like more stuff that he's done on the show. But now I feel like I'm gonna be let down because
most likely
those were so good.
Those were hysterical.
Yeah.
They reminded me of the Gus Chiggins skit from Saturday Night Live, which nobody has seen because it's a deleted scene from The Best of Will Ferrell.
Oh, really?
Where he was an old prospector.
Oh, I feel like I've watched that before.
In an army platoon.
Yeah.
And again, in that, Jimmy Fallon, at some point, can't fucking hold it together. Gets up, says something, but is hysterically laughing. And then at the end, does some goofy shit. But again, it was deleted. They never actually did it.
Right. I feel like we watched, like you put that on YouTube once, and we watched it.
Fucking hysterical.
Because Will Ferrell as a prospector, like I know I've seen that.
Yeah, he's got a bunch of pots and pans hanging off.
Yeah.
It's one of the funniest Saturday Night Live skits I've ever seen, and it never made.
It never
made air.
So when they did that, was that just like a rehearsal that they recorded?
Yeah, I think it was a dress rehearsal.
Yeah.
Here I don't know the literal dynamics of this.
Because they do the show beforehand. Like they drew a dry run with the show. Like so when you see it live on TV, it's live, but like it's been practiced already.
Right.
They work all week and practice on that shit.
Yeah, so it was one of those. It never made it. So, but like what I mean, like when with the Saturday Night Live thing, I know they have like a live audience. Yes.
Yeah.
But do they have like a bunch of different sets?
Yeah, I think so.
So, like, can everybody see everything going on or no?
That's a good question. I don't know the answer.
Because I know they have like the live audience. Are they only there for like the monologue?
Oh yeah.
Like, I don't know how that works.
I don't either. I have no idea.
That's what I mean. Because it's like they're not flipping stages here. It's not like a fucking High School Musical where it's like, oh, let's slide in the next background.
Right. Do they pull down like a screen? You know,
and then they watch.
Yeah.
They watch what they're doing.
Yeah.
Because it's like, it's got to be a bunch of different sets.
It has to be. There's so many different things that go on, different scenes and different sets and stuff. Yeah, they're not out there like rolling fucking sets back and forth on a stage.
That's what I'm saying.
This isn't like a high school fucking play.
So I don't know how, like, I don't know what the audience does.
Yeah, I'd never even thought of that.
I never even thought of it until right now.
Yeah.
But they must sit there for the monologue, and then a screen comes down, or TVs, or something.
Yeah.
And then whatever's done, I don't know, because I don't know everything that's done on that main stage. I truthfully don't know.
No. I don't either. But that's interesting. If anyone knows, shoot us a DM.
Yeah, let us know.
At Sarcasm Speaks Pod on Instagram.
Let us know.
Slide in those DMs, because that's actually an interesting question. If anyone's been, maybe someone's listening has been. I don't know. That'd be pretty cool, though.
Yep.
So speaking of your dirt roads in Vermont, and the other day, I decided to drive up to New Hampshire on Monday night because New Hampshire was getting a bunch of snow, and I wanted to ski like the fresh powder up there. So I was like, fuck it, I'm driving up Monday night. So I leave at probably around like 4:30, and it's raining here in Mansfield. That's just
Fucking poured that day.
pouring rain. So I'm like, all right, this is fine, no big deal, whatever. So I'm going up to stay at my cousin's who lives up there in the Lakes region, and my other cousin is there, and she texted me, and she's like, hey, you know, what are you doing? Like, it's kind of bad up here. And I was like, it's raining where I am.
I got 4-wheel drive.
I was like, yeah, I'm good. In my car, I got a Subaru. I have all-wheel drive. So I'm driving up. There's not a ton of traffic on the highway, and I get to like, we'll call it like the New Hampshire border-ish, and it's like starting to snow. And I'm like, okay, all right, here's the snow. Here's a little bit of the snow. And I get into southern New Hampshire, and then I get up a little bit more, and I would say past exit like 5 or 6 in New Hampshire.
93.
Yeah.
Oof,
It's
up there yet.
It's snowing.
What exit did you have to get to?
23.
Sick.
Yep.
Is that like the North Conway-ish?
No, North Conway's a little bit further up.
Further up?
Yeah. This is like, it's the Lakes region, so it's
I
Newfound Lake,
I wouldn't
Winnipesaukee,
have asked you if I knew what that meant.
Molten Borough, Bristol, New Hampton, like that area. Meredith. Meredith is a big one.
Oh, that's close to... Oh, that's Winnipesaukee, not
Yeah.
Waterville Valley. I always get the W's confused.
Yeah. So like, it's the same exit.
Okay.
If you get off
I've been to Winnipesaukee.
If you get off the exit, you go left to go to where my family lives, and if you go right, you go to Winnipesaukee.
Gotcha.
So once I get past like about exit 6 or so, it's like legitimately snowing. So I'm like, all right, cool, you know, just pop it down, pop it down to like 50, 50 miles an hour, playing it safe here, giving some distance between some other cars. It's not that bad. I've driven in snow before.
You're an idiot.
I drive a lot. Like, I drive for a living. It's fine. Everything is fine. And I'm cruising, and I'm just kind of going. And then I get a little bit further up. As I get closer to Concord, so I would say after the tolls, right around the tolls in Hooksett. So right around, like, exit 10, 11.
Wait, so... Because when I drove to Vermont, like, I took, like, 17 different highways, and all the roads change and switch and whatever.
So, Route 93 in southern New Hampshire is a fucking shit show. It has 3 on and offs. It has a 293.
Yeah.
I think 89 might be
I
pretty
was on
close to
both
there.
of those roads.
Yep. So it's like it's great. It's
So in Hooksett,
that's the tolls.
Did you go by the like Hooksett Welcome Center, whatever the fuck?
Yeah, the New Hampshire State Liquor Store.
Yeah.
That's right after the tolls.
Okay. So I drove that road as well.
Yeah. Yeah, so right about that area is when things started to get not so good. The roads start to get covered. Like, there were no plows for whatever reason. Like, the highways hadn't been plowed.
Most people aren't driving, but gone.
But it's, it's one of those, like, there's enough cars on the road where, like, the highway's covered in snow, but you just have to, like, it's like fucking driving a train. You just gotta keep the tires in line with the black lines.
And avoid the teepees.
Yeah, so, like, just, like I said, like, keep the tires in line with the bare ground and you're fine. Well, once you get through the tolls, that luxury went away.
Oh, yeah, I can see that.
So the entire rest of the way, from about exit 11 to exit 23, we'll call it, there was a little bit in there where I did get behind a plow. So for like 25 minutes, I had clear road. but then the plows turned around. So then I drove the rest of the way on shit. But so anyway, road's completely covered now. Like, completely covered. You can't see any black underneath. There's no asphalt visible. You have no idea where the lanes are on the highway. So people are just driving wherever they feel like.
Yep.
And I'm doing 35 miles an hour on the highway.
Yep.
And it was absolutely insane. At one point, like, I had no choice but to just start hysterically laughing. Like, someone probably, like, if there was a video camera in my car, someone would be like, this guy is fucking tapped. Like, I'm literally just driving doing 35. There's, like, cars kind of, you can see cars starting to fishtail. I'm just like, this is fucking great. I'm gonna fucking slam my car into a fucking tree. And luckily, like I said, I was only going 35, so probably wouldn't have killed me, unfortunately. But it was just absolutely nuts. And like I said, I drive a lot. I've driven in snow. I've driven in fucking rain, hurricanes, whiteout conditions, fucking monsoons, fog, you name it. I've driven in it all. That was hands down the worst experience I've ever had driving in a car.
They got slammed up there.
Yeah, we got like, well, where my cousin was, I think we probably got like 6 inches. The mountain got probably at least 8, because of, like, obviously the elevation. They got a little bit more. But, yeah, they got pounded. They got pounded. And it was great skiing the next morning.
Sure was.
But that night, man, holy shit. That was tough. It took me almost 4 hours to get there.
Could have been
on Monday night. Yeah. And for reference, when I left yesterday at 2 o'clock, I was home in Mansfield at 4.
Yep.
Took me 2 hours to get home. There was 0 traffic on the way home. And it took me almost 4 hours to get up there Monday night in that snowstorm. But like I said, skiing was good. I'm crippled now. My legs are dust. I've never skied powder before in my entire life. Like, it's super rare on the East Coast.
Me too.
Yes. But like, it's very different. Like, I'm used to like groomed corduroy shit, because that's what you get on the East Coast. And like, when it does snow and then you go ski, you maybe get like, 2, 3, 4 inches. Like I said, they got at least 8 on the mountain. Like, it was crazy. So of course we get up to the top, the first run, we're going, and we get down a little bit, and I'm like, fuck it, let's go. Like, this is fucking awesome. I've never like had this before. Like, we're just going. So we pull off, we go down a double black diamond. I'm like, let's fucking go. Everything's completely, like, literally untouched trail. And I was like, oh, dude, and because I'm an asshole, I go like, oh, dude, what is this, like fucking Utah or something? Where's Jamie? About 15 yards in, completely just eat shit. Get stuck in the snow and just eat shit and fall. And like, my little cousins are behind me being like laughing, and I'm just like on my back, and I'm like, well, fuck this. So I just like fuck around and start like, kicking my skis around, just kind of being a dick. So I get back up, and I'm like, all right, we're good. I got that out of the way. So I go down a little bit more, and I catch an edge like 30 yards down the trail, fall, eat shit again. I'm like, oh, god damn it, this is how today's gonna go. But luckily, I overcame it all, and against all odds, and I made it. That was the only 2 times I fell, and the rest of the day was pretty good. It's a lot harder to ski in fresh powder than it is in groomed conditions, which is what I found out.
So what's the appeal?
It's more like natural. So when it is actually fresh, and like it hasn't been skied on all day, it's great. It's awesome. But because it's not groomed and people ski on it all day, by like noon, the trails are all fucked up. Because like, there'll be like a mound of snow here. It's almost like moguls are created everywhere.
Okay.
So, like, as the day goes on, it gets a little bit harder. But in the morning, it's fucking great. You also need like specific skis for that kind of stuff. So like Jamie's skis, you know how big they are.
They're wider.
Those are made for powder. Like, my skis are made for groomed corduroy. Like, that they're the way they turn and the way they're cut and everything. But there's like, I don't know. It's fun, but it is a lot. It's a lot harder. It's like, by harder I mean like it's harder on your quads.
Oh, I thought you were like it was like it's literally harder to ski.
No.
Oh.
It's more tiring.
Okay.
It's more tiring to ski through powder. It's not like difficulty harder. Maybe for some people probably, yeah. Like if you don't go fast enough, you get stuck in the fucking powder. Because that's what happened to me in the first run.
Pizza, French fry.
Yeah.
Pizza, French fry.
And then my fucking quad cramped up on me on the last run of the day.
That's how you know. And
so I was like skiing down one of the runs, and I just stopped to take a break because it's that towards the end of the day. It's probably like 1:30, and I'm fucking beat. So I'm catching my breath, I'm leaning over, and then all of a sudden my fucking left quad just locks up, and I'm like, oh fuck, stop. And I'm like trying to like get it to stop cramping, and I'm like, oh, this sucks, because I was literally only halfway down the run. So I would like ski like 20-30 yards, stop. Ski 20-30 yards, stop. It took me probably 7 minutes to get down, where it normally takes like, 3 to do the whole thing. It took me at least 7 to get done half. And I was like, yep, I'm done. This is it for me. This is my last run. I'm going inside. My legs are not working. And now today I'm crippled.
Yep.
But it's fun. The life of a skier, Fucking ski bum, dog. Hashtag ski life.
Guy skis twice.
Jamie was sending it. He was showing me. He was sending me Snapchats. Him and Manny. Manny tried to backflip today. It didn't go so well. It's a funny.
Dude, they're nuts.
Funny video though.
I don't even know like what would happen if you put me on a mountain and they're out there doing fucking backflips.
Yeah. But so
in Utah,
it's. The West Coast is so different though, because we know it snows different out there.
Well, it snows different in the Midwest.
Yeah, but so their base layer is like 6 feet right now. So there's so much fucking snow that if you fall, like, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Like if you fall in New England and there's like, even on a good year, if there's like a 30-inch base layer, like that's not a lot of snow.
I remember.
That's not 3 feet.
I remember conditions being very firm when
Yes.
I did.
Yeah, everything is very firm on the East Coast. You go out
It's
west,
even worse because I used to ski at.
and it's just another world.
So like the ski club I did was just at Neshoba.
Yeah,
Which is nothing.
yeah, it's a really big hill.
It's a really big hill that doesn't get a ton of snow like up north. And
Right. Yeah.
Gotta be a mess.
Yeah. No, like a good year in New England, you'd be like, oh yeah, we got like a 40-inch base layer.
This is all wild.
Yeah.
I mean, it must be the same way
And
when I talk off.
in December, Jamie said Alta had a 70-inch base layer.
Okay.
It's almost 6 feet.
All right.
It's insane. So very.
So skiing out there is more cushiony. Got it.
Right. Yeah. So if you do dumb shit, you just fall in powder in snow, and you're good.
It's like one of those foam pits.
Yeah. Essentially. Yeah. that would be pretty good. What else you got? Or you want to start wrapping this up?
We can probably go final thoughts, right?
Yeah.
Is that time?
Yeah. Let's wrap it up.
I cooked a prime rib today.
You did, and it was fucking great. Actually.
Fucking love prime rib, and it's one of those things where like people get like kind of like worked up about. Well, okay, I got a couple gripes about prime rib. One, I don't know where it came from.
Yeah.
But it is not a roast beast. It is not what you're eating. You're not eating a beast. It's a fucking cow, and you've had it a million times. It's not beast.
No, you know where that came from?
Where?
The Grinch.
And like people still use that term.
Yeah, it's like the Dr. Seuss thing. He says like, oh, they were all eating roast beast.
Yeah, but they probably actually were.
Yeah, but it's a fake world.
Exactly.
So
So
like
why
that's
would you?
that's where the term comes from. Like people don't literally think they're eating roast beast. It's like
No shit, but like they still use the term.
Yeah.
Like, oh, roast beast. What? Like my mother used to say that. I'm like, I think you're pronouncing beef wrong. Like,
yeah.
she's like, oh, I'm cooking the beast. It's like, but like she didn't say it like sarcastically or kidding.
Yeah, no, it's like it's just what people say.
It's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
It's uncomfortable, man.
It's only uncomfortable if you make it uncomfortable.
I don't like it.
Gotta loosen that butthole.
I don't like it.
Stop puckering.
Nope.
Just let it happen.
Tight balloon knot.
Just
Tight balloon knot.
Shh. Don't fight it. just relax.
But the other thing with the prime rib is people get worked up about making it.
Yeah.
It might be the easiest thing in the world to make.
Yeah, you just season it and you put it in the oven.
Yeah. And it comes out awesome.
Yeah, you don't have to like turn it, monitor it, like
no.
You just put it in the oven.
You don't do shit to it.
Yeah.
And I don't know, dude. Like people get like worked up. They're like, oh, the beef. Gotta check the beast.
Yeah.
Dude, relax. It cooks it. It does all the work for you. It's
Yeah.
gonna be fucking great if you put some salt and pepper on it.
Right.
Yeah, you don't want to overcook it, but like anyone that's paying the fuck attention doesn't overcook a fucking prime rib roast.
Right. You have to literally be like
No, it's like so I had just under 3 pounds of it,
mm-hmm.
and it cooked in 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Like
what temperature do you do? Like 350?
Yeah, I did 350. It was supposed to be 325, so it was definitely more medium than medium rare. But
yeah.
I mean,
it was still fucking delicious.
It's so good.
Yeah.
And so I don't have a roasting pan.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I want one either. So I just threw it in the cast iron and let everything
yeah.
fall into the cast iron, and that's how I made the sauce out of it.
Yeah.
Money.
Yeah.
Money.
Yeah, that au jus was good.
Yeah.
Au jus doing.
Fuck off. But I got real jacked up to cook that. And then I was like, it was nice because everyone's like, oh, getting prime rib, gonna light up the smoker? No. It's fucking cold out.
Yeah.
I just don't fucking, I don't want to
It's a whole
fucking
thing.
do it.
Yeah.
I don't want to fucking do it in December.
Prime rib is one of those things too where it's like, I mean, obviously you can smoke anything, but I don't think it's not like a thing I've heard of a lot. Or like people smoking a prime rib.
I'm actually concerned that it's not as good.
That's kind of what I was getting at. Like, maybe there's a reason why people don't do it that much.
Well, I think the other thing is it's expensive, but
yeah, that's true too.
usually stuff. Well, so with the prime rib, it's not something that gets cooked low and slow, typically.
Right.
So I could have got the smoker up to 325 and cooked it hot.
Right.
With smoke. Like I could have done that, no
Right.
problem. And maybe that's what people do.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Could be.
But usually the whole idea of the smoker is it's slow cooking, and it's because the cut of meat you're cooking is tough.
Yeah.
And you don't want prime rib to be shredded.
No.
You want it to be medium.
Right.
Or you really want medium rare.
Yeah.
But medium at most.
Right.
Which is why my mother's not allowed to cook prime rib for me.
Yeah, it comes out
She's well done.
Well done.
She is well done.
It's like chewing on my fucking boots over there.
It's tough, but just cut it in small pieces. It's fine. But, yeah, people get so worked up over it. It is so fucking easy.
Yeah.
It is probably quite possibly one of the easiest things I've ever cooked.
It is. Like I said, you literally just season it and then put it in the oven.
And that's the best. I think that's the best one.
And leave it alone.
Because if you're willing to just get one and pay for it, which. Mm-hmm. Here's the other thing: when people say, "Oh, you eat meat at Market Basket," what the fuck do you think is wrong with it? Like,
yeah.
What do you think? All the cows are fucking sick? Like.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, so Stop and Shop gets the okay chickens. Market Basket gets the sick ones, and Big Y, yeah, they get the good ones.
Right.
It's all the fucking same.
It's all the same shit.
It's all the same.
Comes from the same fucking farms.
It's all the same. And it's not like, oh, let's get a pump full of antibiotics. No, it's not. That is illegal.
Right. Yeah.
And chain grocery stores aren't going to be buying meat from illegal sources.
Right.
So, all your antibiotic-free shit, bullshit.
Yeah.
It's illegal to put antibiotics in animals to sell for meat.
Right.
Hormones and stuff might be different, but it's antibiotic free. Yeah, it all is.
Yeah, no kidding.
Relax.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like, so they're not that expensive at Market Basket. So You don't need to pay $15 a pound for one.
No, that's a lot of fucking money.
I know. Although, I think it's the one in Dedham. The Whole Foods in Dedham has a dry age room where if you want a dry age rib roast, they have them.
Holy shit.
I know I'm going to be paying for it though.
Yeah.
So that's my only hesitation. Like, I know that thing's got to be like $20 a pound.
I was just going to say you're probably looking at about $25 a pound.
And it's like, there's no way.
Roast
from can I get a 3-pound rib roast? No.
Yeah.
I just will not cut one that small. Sorry.
Right.
Like, the smallest I'll cut is 6.
Yeah.
So some quick math, $150.
Right. Wow.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money
for a rib roast.
Yeah.
And it's like a 6-pound rib roast. I don't entertain in that way.
right. That's
like,
one, like if
I
you're
don't
buying
set a table.
Like if you're doing like a Christmas dinner or like an Easter dinner or whatever. Like,
and you have like a lot of people at the house and you're doing sides and you have the plates and the knives and the table and the space and all that.
Yeah.
That's not how we cook. We don't have a dining room table. You're looking at our dining room.
Right.
If you're
watching on YouTube.
It's a podcast studio and an entrance off the porch.
Yeah.
That's our dining room.
Yep.
Like, I really, really want one. Yep. That's my main hesitation in getting one.
What? A dining room table?
No, not a dining room table. Fucking prime rib roast. I don't give a fuck about a dining room table.
Yeah, I was gonna say, since when do you care about a dining room table?
Never did, never will. Except when we blow out this wall and we make it like an island that you can sit at. Because I'm renovating the whole house now.
Yeah. Fucking Chip and Diana over here. Or what's it? Like Joanna. Chip and Joanna Gaines. Fucking HGTV people.
Yeah. I'm redoing the whole house.
Yeah.
Just get me to golf season when I won't care anymore.
I know. I don't know if I have an actual final thought here.
Sick.
Actually.
It's okay. We only do one every show.
I got one. So David Stern died today.
Yes.
Who is the former commissioner of the NBA.
Yes.
He was an NBA commissioner for 30 years, which is like an extremely long time to be a commissioner of the league. And so he was 77. He died today. I would assume he is the first death of 2020 that...
Public death?
Yeah, I was going to say that mattered. I mean, if...
Probably public.
That could probably piss some people off.
Well, everything pisses people off.
Yeah. I don't mean to offend those if you had someone die before David Stern. But David Stern is a very, very prominent figure in the world. He's the main reason how the NBA went international.
Right.
So he died. He's the first official death of 2020, which brings me back. I will have to go back and listen to last year's episode.
Okay, so Jones was on, and I think his big prediction was Ozzy.
Yes.
Ozzy is still alive.
Kicking. I said Queen Elizabeth was going to die in 2019, and she did not.
Did anyone pick Bob Barker? I feel like that might have come up.
Could have been. I'm going to have to go back and listen to the episode.
Dude, even Alex Trebek made it.
I know, and he's got fucking cancer.
Like bad cancer.
Yeah.
Like, not that any cancer is not bad, but his is like...
Is his brain or pancreas?
I think it's pancreas.
That's the death sentence. You get pancreatic cancer and you're dead in 6 months.
Yeah, I think I was saying. I think he's got incurable terminal cancer.
Yeah. Yeah, so, I mean, I'm going to have to go back and look, too. Maybe we'll do that in the next episode. We'll get our death pools for 2020. We'll rehash our death pools in 2019, see how bad we were.
So the other thing...
One of us said...
So I also...
Mick Jagger, I think.
I don't know. British motherfuckers don't die. Also, I prepped a certain way to then find out that is not the way we were going with that show. So I think I said, the guy from Bring Me the Horizon, but it's I didn't think he was going to die, but I just said, keep an eye out for it.
Yeah. Yeah, so we're going to have to, we're going to rehash our death pool picks from last year. We'll get Jones back on the show.
Which, speaking of, Jones gonna be having a wedding next October.
I know.
We're gonna be a part of it.
Yep. I'm gonna be conducting it.
Yep. Again.
Yep. Because now, hey, you know what? Fuck it. I'll throw it out to all the Sarcasm Speaks listeners.
Dude, I'll start charging for this.
If apparently I'm the guy now that is gonna marry everybody. I did it. I married Derek and Fia a couple years ago when they got married. Now I'm doing Jones's wedding in October. One of my other buddies asked me a while ago. He was kicking around the idea. He was like, I don't know. I'll get back to you. We don't know how we're gonna do it yet. Set it up. He goes, but would you be interested? And I was like, yeah, sure. Why not? So apparently I'm the guy. I might as well just go get ordained as a minister.
You're the wedding guy now.
So yeah, fuck it, guys. If you're out there, you're engaged, you're thinking about getting engaged, you want to get married, you got a wedding coming up, let me know.
Yep.
Hit me up. Slide into those DMs at Sarcasm Speaks Pod, or just hit me up on mine at JaredMello33. I'll do your wedding. Let's go.
I'm wearing the T-shirt.
Yeah.
Though.
Yeah, I'm gonna show up in T-shirt and shorts. Hopefully, you're getting married on a beach.
I saw someone's wedding, and the guy was wearing a bumblebee costume.
Jesus Christ.
It was at Plymouth Plantation. There were a shitload of bees around, but
yeah, bees are a government conspiracy.
Whatever the bees that didn't.
We got to do a conspiracy episode too.
Yeah, see, we keep saying we're gonna do it, and then we don't do it.
Yeah.
That was funny though. Christmas Eve, when one of them was telling me, one of Michaela's cousins was like, "Yeah, apparently, one of the conspiracy theories is Avril Lavigne. It doesn't exist anymore, or she died in 2001."
Yeah, you texted me that, and I was like, "Yeah, I know about that."
Yeah, of course you did.
I love that shit.
We have to actually do it one day.
Yeah, I gotta. Well, hey, I'm off. The rest of the week. Maybe I'll sit down too.
You think the idiots are gonna come down for the game on Saturday?
I don't know. They might.
They might. If they come down, we'll tell them each to prepare one.
Yeah. That could get good.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
That could get really good.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. So yeah, we get some stuff
coming soon.
We get some homework to do, and we're gonna bring it back.
I'm gonna write down this stuff so that we can not do it this year, and or we'll definitely do the death pool thing.
Yeah.
But
we gotta get Jones back on.
Yeah.
For that, like I said, I gotta re-listen to that episode because I forget who we all said.
Yeah, I definitely said the guy from Bring Me the Horizon and the guy from Mice and Men, but I forget. I think I thought going into the episode that we were gonna be doing like the next rock star to go.
Oh.
On that, I thought it was something like that.
Yeah.
So I went with that because that's like the only ones I know. But then it just turned into like, no, dude, like, who's gonna die this year? I'm like, oh, well, I spent all this time thinking about these people.
Yeah, I don't even remember all the people that died, like the big people that died in 2019.
Oh,
obviously, Mac Miller is the one that comes to mind. But it wasn't like a few years ago it was crazy because I think in 2017 or 2018 was Prince, David Bowie, Whitney Houston, maybe. I don't. There was one year where there was like a lot.
I remember the year where those two died. I don't know about
Yeah.
Whitney Houston. Did she die?
I don't know. I might have just made that up. That might have been.
Did you kill her?
A Vinny fact. My drunken rage.
Yeah, we killed Whitney Houston.
Yeah.
It's like Janet Jackson went.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. Oh, this is Barbara Walters. Like, I just barely remember all
we
these
definitely
people
talked
dying.
about Betty White too.
Oh,
but I think we may have said she can't die.
Yeah. Yeah, I think what we had agreed on was that, or we were saying who was more likely to die first, Mick Jagger or Keith Richards, and I think we settled on Mick Jagger. Because Keith Richards has preserved himself in alcohol and drugs.
Yeah.
He's got formaldehyde in his veins.
Oh god. The fucking cats you dissect.
Yeah. Well, thanks for watching. If you're on YouTube, make sure you click the subscribe button. And thanks for listening wherever you are. Subscribe to the show on whatever podcast hosting system you're on too. And you can find us on Instagram at Sarcasm Speaks Pod. We're on Twitter at Sarcasm_Speaks. We're also on Facebook. Just search Sarcasm Speaks, and we're there. And keep spreading the word. Keep telling everybody. Yeah, I think I said this on a previous episode, but like big shout out to the Kiwis in New Zealand. We've developed quite a following in New Zealand. I think we had like 30 or 40 downloads just from New Zealand alone.
Right.
So shout out to those Kiwis, you crazy cunts. You guys are great. Keep telling everybody. Maybe we'll get us so famous in New Zealand that we can take a trip there.
Take a trip. Let's just fucking move there.
Yeah, I know, right? That would be great. I could call everybody a cunt all the time. They'd be like, you're right. You are a crazy cunt. You're a good cunt.
God, I would play so much golf.